Hi Shell Point, I'm Laura Slack, and I am privileged to be here with Professor Kerr, and I'm sitting in for Terry Kolath while she's out on some leave, and this is for the Academy of Lifelong Learning. And every class you fill out a survey at the end, and Professor Kerr does read that survey. And one of the comments were that what were the main events in history that changed history? So he has put this class together just for you, and it's entitled The 26 Events That Changed History. So how fascinating this is, and it was because of something you asked for, and you put this together. So tell us a little bit about how you could just pick 26 events. Had to be difficult, but.
Thank you, Laura. It's nice to be back at Shell Point, and it was because of some very creative ideas at a couple of the talks I gave a year ago that I thought, yes, it'd be nice to actually assemble. And once I started assembling thoughts in my mind, I suddenly got from 10 or 15 to 20 and 25. I had to stop. So then I had to recycle, and I went to do some research as to what other thinkers over the years have considered to be major crossroads in our story, the story of humanity. And so I tried to do a little bit of what I think, but also taking a view of other people's. And I think it's pretty much a recognized list. If there are events that your folk actually would like to add to it, then I can do that in due course. But it's very, very interesting in terms of, we start at the very beginning. Anybody who knows my talks, I have to start chronologically, and we come up to very modern times. 9/11, of course, is one of them. And hundreds of years from now, when they're writing the history books, 9/11 will forever be one of the events that changed history.
Sadly.
Sadly. And in fact, interesting you mentioned sadly, because as we go through these two-part series, we will see that some of the events that changed histories were very positive, and some of them were horribly negative. But in their own ways, they introduced a change. So, for instance, let's take an example of the Black Death, where 30 to 40% of the population of the world died. You would think that would be a horribly negative impact. Mm-hmm. But in fact, it had a number of factors. One is because people were dying in such great numbers, the war stopped. And then secondly, the whole concept of hygiene and where people lived, and working together, less people, less wealth being generated, so we have to be more efficient. So something good came out of something bad.
It's just amazing, and it sounds so interesting. So if you are also interested in the top 26 events that changed history, please come out and hear Professor Kerr. It's in the Grand Cypress Room, and it's two parts. It's Monday, February 18th, and then again on Thursday, February 28th, and they are both start at 4:30. There's a $10 charge, and you can go to any concierge desk and get your spot at this very interesting topic. So again, it's February 18th and February 28th, 4:30 in the Grand Cypress Room. We hope to see you there.